Concepts in organizational management. Organizational management plans. Organizational management gives an overview of the reporting structures of an enterprise over a period of time, as well as gives an overview of the current status and is used to model and plan future assignments. Based on objects, organizational management maintains objects' characteristics in info types. One of the basic concepts in organizational management is the existence of element of an organization that creates an identifiable object with its own individual attributes. Job is a classification that is general and applicable to a set of tasks in an enterprise, as for example in the case of consultants and managers, and is represented by the object type C. Job explains a position, and using this methodology and relationship, the position object inherits the tasks of a job. A position is descriptive of a certain area of an enterprise that is held by an employee or person, as in the case of HR manager or marketing director. Represented by the object type S, the position inherits its tasks and characters from a job. In other words, manager is a job and HR manager and marketing manager are positions. Organizational unit represents different departments in an enterprise. It is also used to build an organizational structure and is represented by the object type O. Cost centers are maintained in financial accounting and are linked to organizational units or positions wherein only costs and not revenues are collected in cost centers. It is also represented by the object type K. Work center is defined as the physical location where tasks may be carried out and in general terms is represented by a geographical location, as in the case of London branch office, Singapore branch office, etc. It's also represented by the object type A. A task brings to light the different responsibilities of organizational units, jobs, positions, and work centers, where a task by itself is duties and responsibilities that must be undertaken by the employee. One can assign a single task or a group of tasks to an employee, and it is represented by the object type T. The organizational plan draws the organizational structure so that relationship between individual departments and work groups are represented in an organizational structure. The organizational structure is the fundamental way for creating an organizational plan. An organizational plan includes two types of structures, namely organizational structure and reporting structure. While defining organizational structure, organizational units are related to each other and includes drawing relationship between tasks and functions of a company, financial and geographic reporting. While defining reporting structures, what is maintained is the relationships and hierarchies in reporting structure, referring solely to how it exists between positions. Organizational management aids in analyzing and adjusting of organizational plan and structures data by providing a base for personal planning and development. Basically, one needs to follow the given steps for creation of an organizational plan, namely 1. Creation of root organizational units, 2. Creation of subordinate organizational unit, 3. Creation of jobs and positions, 4. Assignment of tasks and cost centers, and 5. Assignment of persons and attributes. An object relationship also draws attention to the different relationships that an individual element has in an organizational plan. In other words, organizational plan portrays an organizational structure and signifies the relationship between individual departments and work groups. Plan version. Plan version depicts an actual or current organizational plan. Defined an active integration plan version. A plan version stores organizational plan scenarios such as expanding, restructuring, and downsizing in plans which are current business or perspective plans. It is also possible existence it is also possible the existence of multiple duplicate copies of plan versions in the system and is a way to make changes to an existing plan version without affecting the original plan version. One can set up a plan version for a company in IMG, which is Personal Management Implementation Guide, and so also it can be entered in the PLOGI parameter group. It cannot be deleted as it may be used for indexing, transport, and for all general control of plan versions. Configuration. The configuration in an SAP HCM module begins with the enterprise structure and it culminates with a configuration of the personnel structure. While configuring SAP HCM, the reference user group used is the default user group, and for configuring each module under SAP HCM, different numbers can be used in such a way access is barred for users other than users in the current module. By account assignment feature infotype, which is infotype 1008, the default value for a personal area is set to inherit a value from an organizational unit. Also, by the same feature, the default value for personal subarea and business area are also provided while doing configuration of the SAP HCM. Personal subarea is normally used to identify divisions. Functionally, the personal subarea fulfills the following, namely, 1. Assigns a legal entity to differentiate a company in legal terms. 2. Sets a grouping for setting up work schedules for time management. 3. Does substitution, absence, and leave type for personal subarea. 4. Generates for an employee's basic pay a default pay scale type and a default pay scale area. 5. Specifies calendar in the public access area. 6. Controls master data entry for country grouping. 7. Processing of payroll within a company code in terms of pay scale groups and wage types. 8. Specifies wage type for each personal subarea specific to each personal subarea. In SAP HCM module, an organizational key which is created in the field of an organizational assignment such as edit and sort is used as part of an authorization check and can also be used to revise an authorization check. Organization and staffing interface. Organization and staffing interface allows one to maintain organizational management objects, relationships, and structures in one central area and provides a GUI in place of an expert maintenance mode. It is used to create jobs, positions, and tasks by mere specification of objects, where the relationship between objects are created automatically by this interface. Tasks possible out of this interface are 1. Creation and maintenance of cost center assignments and default settings. 2. Creation and maintenance of basic data for an organizational plan. 3. Provision of current status of object ID created using this interface. 4. Creation and maintenance of reporting structure, which are hierarchy of positions or are based on a hierarchy of positions between positions in an organizational plan, etc. Hiring of an employee. Hiring action can be used to allot an employee to an enterprise structure. For hiring of an employee in an organization, the data is saved in the organizational assignment info type, which is info type 0001. Planning status that are found in organizational management module is one of active, planned, submitted, approved, and rejected. The codes for different objects are O for organizational unit, C for jobs, S for position, K for cost center, P for person, Q for qualifications, T for tasks, BU for budget, and A for work center. Jobs are found in application component, job and position description, shift planning, personnel cost planning, career and succession planning. The important relationships found in SAP HCM are A/B002, which is supervision. A/B003 is ownership in organizational unit. A/B007 is description of organizational unit and position. A/B008 is about holding in jobs and positions. And A/B041 is lateral relationships among positions and persons.